Children, let us discuss about the ozone depletion. I've already told you people that ozone is present in the stratosphere. Depletion of ozone layer is volcanic eruption. So large eruptions gives out sulfur dioxide which speeds up destruction chemical reaction. A tropospheric ozone increases especially in northern hemisphere but it is smaller and localized here. Another cause of ozone depletion is the uh, solar storms. These storms consist of coronal mass ejection, that is from the sun. Solar flares associated with the explosion on surface of the sun. So solar storms and solar flares they are associated with that is you can say with the sun. Okay, as sun is also converting hydrogen into helium gas. The largest ozone hole was noticed in September 2000 near Antarctica. The formation of ozone hole has been attributed largely to the activist of man. Ozone depletion resulting in ozone hole is more common to Antarctica where temperatures are lowest and due to bitterly cold Antarctic winter, the stratospheric ice clouds promote production of chemically active chlorine and bromine. That is why ozone hole is prominent over Antarctica. Now children, global warming. Recent climate studies have shown that global mean temperature on the Earth's surface is rising. This phenomena known as global warming. In simple words, the rise in temperature uh, per annum at the rate of 1 degree Celsius is known as global warming. Causes of ozone depletion are deforestation, means deforestation clearing away of forest and forest ecosystem on large scale away pose the several dangers on life. Trees are essential for absorbing excess carbon dioxide in the air. They are also responsible for maintaining the fertility of the soil. In their absence, winds blow away the topsoil as dust into the atmosphere. Dust in the atmosphere plays a key role in reflecting terrestrial radiation back to the earth. It may also cause extra cooling at night because bare soil get cooler and warmer more quickly than the soil covered by the vegetation. Then the aerosols that we use and it releases CFCs, that is chlorofluorocarbon, emission of fossil fuel, burning of fossil fuel by the automobiles, then oil and petrol engines, radiation absorbed. So it all goes into the atmosphere and comes back. Okay, and even from the gases which are released by the, you can say, brake kilns, industries, etc. Then children, the impact of global warming. So global warming changes the rain pattern. It changes the animal migration and life cycle also. Higher temperature and more heat waves are produced. Stronger storms are produced and it also damages the coral life, that is this marine life also. Right? Increases the temperature of the sea and makes the water warmer, ocean water warmer. It changes the plant life and it also results in the more droughts and wildfires. Wildfires means the fires which occurs in the forest region and it reduces the snow and ice and it starts melting. Thawing is melting of permafrost means the areas which remains permanently frozen. They also starts melting. Apart from this, agriculture is also changed. Climate change will bring about substantial change in cereal production. Cereal means here the wheat, rice, etc., especially in the tropics. In the tropics, cereal dominate the food resources and are the mainstay of agriculture. There will be more shortage of cereals due to the global warming. Water resource is also impacted. There is a great deal of controversy over the likely impact on the water resources. However, all agree that the global freshwater conditions may worsen by 2025 more due to the population pressure than due to the climatic factor. Apart from all these things, it also results in the severe diseases like temperature and precipitation are two important causative factors of diseases like malaria, which may reappear in the different forms as a result of change in the climate. The Earth in the past has had several phases of warm climate followed by ice age. In the past, these changes took place over several years, thousands of years. Such changes may now take place over a few decades or a country. Further, during such changes in the past, life forms, landforms, and water bodies have changed. We now can expect such changes taking place within a few centuries if we do not protect our atmosphere. So it's the duty of our all of us to protect the atmosphere. Thank you, children.